What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic kick butt day today so far. So guys, we have a Brawl Stars update coming around the corner here very shortly. If you were not aware, Brawl Talk was just released not too long ago, outlining everything that's going to be coming once the update drops. And guys, it kind of caught me by surprise. I feel like they just got back to office, and at the very beginning of the Brawl Talk, they mentioned that this is a smaller update, but in my personal opinion, there's a lot of really awesome things coming in this very shortly developed update. We have a new brawler coming with some very fun, interesting mechanics that I cannot wait to get my hands on. 4 new OP skins along with a brawler remodel, some changes to the star points that's going to make it a lot easier for you guys to get those new skins coming in the star shop, as well as some balance changes and new community designed maps. So if you ask me, that's quite a lot of stuff. So guys, hopefully you're all excited for it. Let's get straight away into everything. Here we go. Okay guys, so it's time to get into the nitty-gritty of this update. The thing that I feel like most people are going to be hyped up about the most is the newest brawler coming to this game, 8-Bit. Guys, he's going to be a free brawler you can unlock on your trophy road at 6,000 trophies. Now, a lot of you guys probably thinking, hey, that's a pretty big jump, 4,000 to 6,000, but it compensates for that trophy inflation that we got not too long ago. So 6,000 shouldn't be too difficult to unlock and get that newest brawler. And if you're already at 6,000 and above, you're going to have 8-Bit on your account as soon as the update drops. And guys, this is a pretty dang cool brawler to be getting out of the trophy road. Really unique elements, some supportive characteristics coming from his super, which we'll be diving into here very shortly. First things first, coming from 8-Bit, we can see that he's more of a tankier unit that is uncharacteristically slow when you compare it to the other brawlers in the game. His movement speed is incredibly slow, but I feel like his DPS as well as his health kind of makes up for it. He can really dish off a lot of damage. So when you're maxed out with 8-Bit without using your super, you're going to be dealing 428 damage per shot, with one basic attack dishing out 6 different shots. So that adds up to quite a lot of damage. To be exact, if you land all 6 of your shots with 8-Bit, you're going to be dishing off 2,784 total damage, which is a lot of damage. And by taking a look at the gameplay as well, it doesn't take him very long to reload his shots. I would say it's actually quite fast. So this guy is just going to be a wall of damage, which, like we said before, is most definitely going to compensate for his slower movement speed. If a guy that's a little bit faster than you is catching up on you, just stand your ground and start mowing him down with that crazy attack damage. Next, I want to move on to his unique attack pattern. So at face value, if you're looking at it, you're not really kind of registering it. When I first looked at his attack style, I thought it was another kind of Leon or Bo, where it's just strafing in one pattern. But if you slow it down, take a look at it, it's shooting right, then left, then right, then left, then right, then left. And in my personal opinion, that is really good. It helps out with accuracy, unlike a Colt where you're shooting in one straight direction. This is kind of opening it up just a little bit, so you have a better chance to land more shots at a longer range, which is perfect for him because his attack is incredibly long range. He kind of fits into that family of like a tankier unit, but still has that long range capability, kind of like a Pam. She has really high health, but can have that really long range, or like a Bo. Next, moving on to 8-Bit's health. At max level, he has 6,020 HP, and for comparison, Daryl at max level has 6,440, so it's pretty dang close to that. And Daryl is relatively tanky. He's not closer to that upper echelons of health like Primo or Frank, but still, I feel like 8-Bit is going to be pretty dang tanky in the game relative to his long range. He's going to be a really good brawler when it comes to the DPS, the range, and the health. The only thing really holding him back is that movement speed, which I definitely think is going to be manageable with his build that I'm seeing so far. Next, moving on to the most intriguing thing, and that is 8-Bit super and its supportive characteristic, which I feel like we've been asking for a really long time. Some like speed increase or attack increase bonuses that you could help out with your teammates. So how it works is he throws down a station, much like Pam's, just a different design, where if your teammates are in that circle, they get a 32% damage buff, which is pretty dang impressive. 8-Bit before does 468 damage per shot, but with his buff, he does 618 damage, which is insane. And if you land all 6 of those shots, you're going to be dishing off 3,708 damage, which is crazy. Next, moving on to 8-bit star power, and we have to speculate on this one because all the gameplay that we're seeing from the Brawl Talk is of 8-bit maxed out, so we can't compare it to an unmaxed out 8-bit to draw any differences from that, to get any evidence. But the only sneaky clue that we have from the Brawl Talk is the image of the star power when they had him selected in the Brawler lobby. So I'm going to put that up on the screen. As you can see, the star power can be described as like two different things. Number one, it could be arrow keys, so like movement, as well as it could be like crosshairs, and I'm leaning more towards the movement, so I'm thinking like a speed increase, maybe easier control. I wouldn't say like speed increase would make sense because as he was maxed out, he was still really slow. So that means if he wasn't maxed out, he would be really slow. As well as if it was crosshairs, I could see it being like his shots being a little bit more compact. So it'd be easier to hit a brawler at longer range with all 6 of your shots for that control poke damage at longer range. I'm not sure. Those are my 2 theories. What do you guys think about the star power? Next, moving on to the skins, and I gotta say, guys, the skins coming out of this update are very juicy. I like the ones that we've gotten. We've gotten 2 new skins for brawlers that we don't have skins for at all inside the game, and the very first one is Shark Leon. Guys, your Leon skin has arrived. I feel like that one has been something that the whole entire fan base has been wanting for the longest time. Leon is a very big fan favorite, and he definitely deserves a skin. There's so many different unique ideas that you can have for Leon, and Shark Leon is pretty dang sweet. So that's going to be one of the skins that isn't a star power or a star shop skin, so it's going to cost gems. And the other one is the skin for 8-bit, and that is classic 8-bit. And you guys better believe I'm getting that sucker as soon as it comes out. Guys, I love the classic games, like classic Game Boys and like NES and Atari and stuff like that. Those are so incredibly cool. So I love that skin a lot. That's a really cool skin. And then next, moving on to the 2 new star point skins. So we'll be able to purchase those with our star points in the star shop, and that is Tara's skin, which they don't have a name for yet, which I think is pretty dang cool, as well as a new Piper star point skin, which, as you all know, and as they explained in the Brawl Talk, if we got a skin for Piper, that means there's going to be a Piper remodel. And we briefly saw some gameplay with Piper in her remodel, and I gotta say, it looks like herself, except just upgraded. Makes her look a little bit more detailed in game, but I haven't seen her like on the screen or in a game lobby and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to see that, as well as I'm really excited to see what the skin is like. Again, I feel like there's been a lot of like fan created Piper skins that I would really like to see implemented into the game, so I'm really much so looking forward to that. Next, since we're talking about star points, there's going to be a change to the star points and how easy it is for you guys to get them, and the main difference is there's going to be more ranks implemented into the game. Now, we don't know how many more ranks there's going to be. As you all know, it stops at 20, so I would assume maybe like 25 or like 30. Maybe that would be a little bit too much. I think an appropriate number would be like 5 more, 25. And then once you get to that 25 rank, you would get more star points. I believe once you hit 20, you get 500. So maybe double that. Once you hit 25, you would get 1,000. I'm not sure, but it's going to be easier for us to get the new skins in the star point shop, and maybe save up for some of those really OP skins like the golden mecha bow as well as the golden mecha crow. So I like those changes a lot. I've always flirted with the ideas of more ranks because I feel like getting 500 trophies on a brawler nowadays is a little bit too easy. It's not challenging, and I feel like that final level or that next big milestone, that final cap, should be a little bit higher, maybe like 600 trophies. So now, with all of that out of the way, with all the new content that was announced in the Brawl Talk, they also mentioned at the very end of the video that we'll also be receiving balance changes as well as new community maps. So maps that you guys created, implemented into the game, which is really cool. And I'm assuming the balance changes is going to be both for brawlers as well as star powers, with an emphasis on star powers. I feel like there's a lot of balancing that needs to be done for 27 new star powers, specifically Band-Aid. Please, let there be a nerf, please. But yeah, guys, that's basically everything that they announced in the Brawl Talk that you guys can look forward to for new content once this update arrives. Now, taking a look at the normal pattern that we see with these Brawl Talks and then updates is, once a Brawl Talk comes out, guys, you can expect an update coming out in the next couple days. So make sure to stay tuned for sneak peek videos as well as the actual update coming out very, very soon. So all this is really, really exciting. I'm really happy that the Brawl Stars dev team got back and like started working their butts off as soon as they got back to the office to deliver a really cool update for us after waiting for a really long time. I feel like we all kind of get lost in that 4-month stretch, or that really long stretch while they go on vacation, and we don't really understand that, you know, they just went on vacation because it's required, and we just assume that they're gonna have something ready for us whenever we need it or whenever we want it. So it's really cool that they're prioritizing getting us new content and stuff like that, and not keeping us waiting too long. So all this is really, really exciting. A lot of OP things coming. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what you're most excited for in this update and what they outlined in the Brawl Talk. I would really appreciate that. Would love to hear what you guys are saying about all this. So yeah, guys, if you did enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it. Really appreciate that. Also, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. Being a part of the Ray fam, I would also truly appreciate that. So guys, with that being said, make sure to keep having fun with Brawl Stars, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.